In 1970, Congress enacted Title X of the Public Health Service Act that provides federal tax dollars for family planning services. The Act states that grants and contracts under Title X must be in accordance with such regulations as the Secretary of Health and Human Services may promulgate. Section 1008 of the Act, passed by a Democrat-controlled Congress, ensures that no taxpayer dollars be used in programs where abortion is a method of family planning. It was not until 1988 that the Reagan administration issued co-location guidelines. These guidelines were intended to further protect taxpayers from being complicit with the destruction of abortion. They were challenged in court and the Supreme Court ruled in 1991 that the regulations are permissible. However, a few years later President Bill Clinton Bill Jefferson Clinton Trump taxpayers want Title X funding protected from abortion clinics. President Trump's historic rescissions package is a welcome step to cut wasteful spending. America will be stronger with our immigration policy based on facts. Moore, a supporter of abortion, removed those same protections. Earlier this month, more than 150 U.S. representatives and 41 senators sent letters to President Trump. Donald John Trump-Lighthizer says NAFTA countries are nowhere near reaching a deal. White House aide taped meetings with Trump to impress friends. Report FBI working to soften potential blow if top-secret informant exposed. Report Moore's HHS Secretary Alex Azar to restore the Reagan-era rule. The elected officials ask that the new regulations remove the forced abortion referral for Title X grantees, but also that they call for a physical separation of abortion activities from Title X service sites and separate personnel. The reason for the physical separation is to ensure complete financial separation between American tax dollars and abortion-related activities. After all, a majority of American taxpayers oppose taxpayer funding for abortion. Yanni and Laurel Trump taxpayers want Title X funding protected from abortion clinics. Cohen falsely claimed in 2017 that Trump Org had no recent activity in Rushmore. Advisor to President Trump suggested to Cecile Richards, the recently retired president of the billion-dollar organization Planned Parenthood. Trump, who has expressed support of Planned Parenthood, suggested to Richards that the abortion giant separate into two, with a smaller arm to provide abortions and a larger one devoted to women's health services. For her sage advice, Trump found herself mocked by Richards and called naive. The suggestion is far from naive, though it possibly underestimated how central abortion is to Planned Parenthood. After all, Planned Parenthood aborted 321,384 babies last year, down from 328,348 babies in the 2015-2016 period. Meanwhile, prenatal services dropped to a new low, according to the organization's 2016-2017 report. As for family planning services, which is at the heart of Title X regulations, contraceptive services by Planned Parenthood dropped by nearly 18% in just 1 year, and are down 20% since 2010, based on an analysis of Planned Parenthood's 2014-2015 annual report. Abortion advocates and Planned Parenthood's allies will likely try to claim poverty if these regulations are passed. But during the 2013-2014 reporting year, Planned Parenthood reported $127 million in net income and $1.4 billion in held assets. They will likely claim that defunding them will increase the infant mortality rate. This claim was made after Texas defunded the abortion giant, and was quickly found to be false. Trump to speak at anti-abortion gala next week. https://t.co/pifnut2cqfpic.twitter.com/ukwangamexku. For The Hill, at The Hill, May 14, 2018. In addition, abortion advocates will claim that only abortion providers can deliver services to women, yet a recent study by the Charlotte Lozier Institute found that life-affirming community health centers outnumber Planned Parenthood centers 23-1, during a tough midterm election year. Restoring these Reagan-era regulations is a smart move. It will motivate the pro-life base that helped elect Trump. In addition, with so many House and Senate members taking heat for passing an omnibus that continued funding Planned Parenthood, these regulations will fulfill in part the promise those elected officials made to their constituents. Finally, Planned Parenthood, which spent $38 million in the 2016 campaign, has since vowed to spend $30 million in 2018 to defeat the president's allies in Congress. I am confident that President Trump will do not only the smart thing but the right thing when it comes to Title X. Tom McCluskey is the president of March for Life Action.